Zinchenko! Zinchenko. Fantastic goal!
Hello and welcome along to a breakdown special. Those of you that have been watching the show this season will know I'm a huge fan of Oleksandr Zinchenko, not least because his role within the side adds so much to the team from a tactical perspective. What a treat then that the man himself joins us today. First of all, congratulations on an excellent debut season. Has it surpassed your expectations individually and as a team?
Well, obviously I knew the quality before I arrived, the quality of the team, the quality of players, staff. I knew that Arsenal's time is coming, and I know the team is still young and need to get some experience, but still in the team there is some players with amazing background.
In terms of your role then, it's been described as a hybrid, obviously out of possession. Obviously you're normally a standard left back, but then when we have the ball, you're more often than not in central midfield. How do you know when to move inside and when to stay put? Is it a case of the manager says when the ball is here, you go here, or is it a little bit more off the cuff now?
You just have to look at your opponent, which is obviously my right winger, where he stays, who is marking, and then you need to find the space to receive the ball and try to play forward and make some advantage in front.
Yeah, I remember the game at Fulham in particular, that breakaway goal where William Saliba plays that long pass out wide to the left wing. You would drag the right winger infield. It was like a decoy, right?
Yes. I remember that moment. I screamed so hard there, like watch left, watch Granit, because right winger was so close to me, obviously so far away from that area. And like in this case against Fulham, look at the right back. He doesn't know what to do, because if he goes so high with Granit, then Martinelli is obviously free. So he didn't want to take this risk, so obviously that's why we use this space. And we need to, that's why we respect all the positions, and at least we try to do it.
Yeah, no, you've done it very, very well over the course of the season. Most of the time you're not there as a decoy. Most of the time you do get the ball off of the centre-backs. A lot of the time you've got your back to the opposition goal. It's the kind of position players don't want to receive passes, but you seem very calm.
The main thing for the center midfielder is just to know what's going on in your back, and you need to know what you have to do with the ball before you receive it. So that's why I'm trying to move my neck as much and as often as I can, and just to analyze what's going on behind me, what's going on the pitch. A lot of managers in the past used to teach me that the vision of the football player is, if you see the pitch like this, you are like second league. If you see like this, it's first league. Then like this is Premier League. Like this is Champions League. So you need to see all the picture on the pitch.
Yeah. Let's talk about a couple of key moments for you individually. Your first goal for Arsenal at Aston Villa. I remember it being a lovely weighted corner, wasn't it, from Martin Odegaard to the edge of the box. You've had a long time to think about it coming towards you. Any doubts that you were going to hit that first time?
I think this goal is because of our set pieces coach, Nico. Because in the first half I used to stay just in the back on every corner, and in the halftime in the dressing room, he came to me and he said, "Alex, look, there is a lot of space in these areas. Now on the corner on the right side, you just have to go over there, stay there, and we play short and be ready for shoot." So obviously first corner on the right, yeah, and we scored the goal. So obviously it's because of him.
I want to talk as well about one of your assists. It was the one for Bukayo Saka against Everton. You're a left back, and you ended up way to the right of centre to receive a pass and then to slip him into the box. It seemed very liberated, the fact that you're even in that position.
I wouldn't say it's a perfect example, for every fullback in the world, and especially for the young players, which is watching Arsenal, let's say, and they're gonna think, "Oh, look, should I do it exactly the same?" Obviously, I didn't play with much discipline in that moment, but during that game, I felt that opponents adapted quite well for our game. Everton defended so well, and I was just thinking at that moment that I need to try to make do something crazy, yeah. Obviously, because they were marking man-to-man there, and obviously I found the space, and then Bukayo, unbelievable finish.
Let's talk about 3 matches, 3 performances, big performances from the team over the course of this season. Let's start with Spurs away. That was a big pressure game, obviously at the start of the new year. Everybody was saying, no Jesus, Arsenal are going to crumble. We owned that match. I think that was the game where I started to believe, well, we are here for the end of the season now, we can be challengers. Is that how you view it, looking back at that match?
Well, I think very good performance from all of us. In the first half, you know, when you play good as a team, you just feel this confidence on the pitch, like, yeah, we've got it. We would do everything right. I mean, everyone on the position, we don't lose the balls, we manage to gain well.
They tried to press you at the start because it's a derby. They tried to be aggressive.
Exactly, of course, they play at home as well.
But you guys were very press resistant. You was like you were playing in training. It was like very calm. How do you stay so cool?
If you play especially away against a good team, it's a derby or not derby, it doesn't matter. And you know that their fans will be crazy. So what you need to do to make them calm, you need to play good. How to play good? Just to play with the confidence, that's it.
One other aspect of that game, apart from the calmness, was the pressing. When Spurs tried to play out from the back, on restarts especially, we were on it. Like there was an organised plan. I mean, it's been the story of the season. No one actually has won more high turnovers than Arsenal this season. I think we scored 8 goals from them. And in that game, we were at it. I mean, it's fun, isn't it? When you're in a team that presses well, it's actually quite enjoyable, isn't it?
Yes. Honestly, like I said, when your team is playing good, you just feel confidence that we just need to keep going and don't do silly mistakes. Play simple, respect the positions.
Absolutely. Manchester United at home. It's a massive standout game. We went 1-0 down. The fighting spirit was awesome.
Odegaard. And the overlap! Back to Saka. Oh!
We had a couple of disappointments in the match where they scored goals. The way we relentlessly attacked, because a lot of teams would have settled for 2-2 there.
In that moment, and still obviously playing at home, I had feeling that no one can beat us here. No one can beat us with this energy, with our fans. I don't know, with the confidence we have. Impossible to beat us. So we believed until the end. We tried to create some moments, and yeah, that's what we did, obviously, in the last minute.
I thought it was a big result and a great night as well for Eddie Nketiah. The other match I wanted to bring up was Newcastle away. A lot of people were saying, well, this is where Arsenal cracked last season. I know that you weren't part of that side, but this was the game where Arsenal would lose this game. But after a tough first 10 minutes, again, we looked very, very good. In that game, the 2 big chances we had 1v1, you were involved. You were the one that knitted the pass to Odegaard. You were the one that knitted the pass to Granit Xhaka. You played 19 passes into Granit Xhaka, and not one of them was sideways or backwards.
Obviously, you know, everyone is seeing this ball in the corridor like, wow, look at Zinchenko, whatever. No, it's also about Granit's position, because before he received this ball, he visualized it. So he believed this ball can come through this space. So that's why he's in the right position, and his first touch with the right foot. So it's also very important when players understand each other.
Yeah, look, it's been a fabulous season. It really has. I mean, all those clean sheets away from home, I think that every member of the team, all those goals, especially on home turf, it's been fantastic to watch. Big thank you, really, from everybody for such a good campaign. What about next season? I know it seems a way off, but will we continue to develop and get better? Are you confident on that score?
Well, I'm pretty sure that we will be better next season, because obviously it's the first season to play with each other for me. So I think next season the connection between all of us will be even much better.